Brought to you by Wall Street Prison Consultants.
Hi, I'm Olivia, a custody advisor at Wall Street Prison Consultants. Today we're going to discuss entrapment. Entrapment is a controversial concept in the legal landscape, often portrayed in the media and misunderstood by the general public. At its core, entrapment involves law enforcement officers or their agents inducing a person to commit a crime that the person would not have been predisposed to commit. Number 1. What is entrapment? Entrapment occurs when law enforcement officers, rather than merely providing an opportunity for the individual to commit a crime, actually induce or persuade the person to commit the offense. The crux of the matter lies in the nature of the persuasion. If an officer pressures someone into committing a crime, it can be deemed entrapment. However, if the person was already willing to commit the crime and law enforcement merely provided the means or opportunity, it's generally not considered entrapment. Number 2. Legal implications of entrapment. In jurisdictions where the defense of entrapment is recognized, if an individual can prove they were entrapped, they might be acquitted of the crime. The rationale behind this is that the state should not be in the business of manufacturing crime. The aim should be to prevent crime, not provoke it. The objective standard focuses on the conduct of law enforcement. If their behavior would have induced a law-abiding citizen to commit the crime, then it can be deemed entrapment. The subjective standard approach looks at the defendant's predisposition to commit the crime. If they were already inclined to commit the crime and law enforcement merely facilitated it, it's not considered entrapment. Number 3. How to avoid entrapment. The first step to avoiding entrapment is understanding your rights. Knowing what constitutes entrapment can prevent you from getting into situations where it might occur. Number 4. Avoid suspicious offers. If someone, especially a stranger, offers an opportunity to engage in illegal activities, be cautious. If the offer seems too good to be true, it very well might be. Number 5. Avoid peer pressure. Just because friends or acquaintances are engaging in illegal activities doesn't mean you should join. Peer pressure can be a form of inducement, and it's essential to think critically about the consequences. If you believe you're being targeted or pressured by law enforcement, seeking legal counsel is crucial. An attorney can provide guidance on how to navigate such situations. If a law enforcement officer is acting inappropriately or trying to induce you to commit a crime, report the behavior to a higher-ranking officer or agency. Law enforcement agencies often use undercover operations or stings to catch criminals. It's crucial to differentiate between a legitimate sting operation and entrapment. In a sting, law enforcement provides the opportunity for a crime to be committed by someone already inclined to commit it. In entrapment, the idea and persuasion come from law enforcement, targeting someone not predisposed to the crime. For more guidance on entrapment and its implications, you should contact a prison consultant. Now, let's talk about Wall Street Prison Consultants. Hiring Wall Street Prison Consultants, when facing federal criminal charges, can provide valuable support and guidance through a complex and intimidating process, and help defendants take advantage of programs offering substantial early release. Here's why someone in this situation might consider hiring them. While there's no shortage of criminal defense attorneys to represent defendants in the courtroom, most attorneys' knowledge of custody ends at the prison gates, leaving clients to fend for themselves after the judge renders sentencing. According to legal statistics, 97% of those charged are convicted, with thousands of white-collar defendants sentenced to federal prison each year, the majority being first-time offenders clueless what to expect upon entering custody. Wall Street's services begin long before a defendant even goes inside, and continues after release. Depending on when retained, they guide clients through indictment, trial, pleas, sentencing, and prison survival all the way through supervised release. By using their services, clients develop an edge when dealing with their lawyers. Wall Street takes the mystery out of the judicial court process by educating clients with easy-to-understand step-by-step explanations on federal criminal statutes, indictments, and how it applies to them, so they can make educated decisions about their case and understand the ramifications of a criminal trial versus taking a plea agreement. As I'm sure you're aware, prisons can be dangerous places, and having knowledge about prison policies, early release programs, medical care, inmate jobs, dealing with gangs, staff interactions, and the basic politics surrounding incarceration are the keys to surviving successfully and returning home safely. Many defendants are often confused listening to lawyers, friends, and family members about what will happen to them and whether hiring a prison survival consultant is helpful at all. While others may have opinions, they are typically not qualified opinions. And once sentenced, it's the defendant's freedom and safety at stake, with everyone else's well-meaning opinions being worthless. When going to prison, knowledge is key, and hiring a prison consultant with facts, instead of uninformed viewpoints, can be the difference between early release and spending unnecessary time in custody. Wall Street prison consultants have detailed knowledge of both the federal legal system and the inner workings of the federal prison system. Their expertise can demystify the process for defendants and their families and help them prepare for what lies ahead by offering strategies and advice on how to reduce sentencing length through various legal channels and inmate programs, focusing on aspects legal teams might overlook. If a prison sentence is unavoidable, Wall Street prepares defendants for the realities of prison life, teaches them survival tactics, and helps with the emotional transition from freedom to confinement, as well as securing designation to a preferred facility that meets an inmate's needs and aligns with their specific security level or health requirements. Wall Street offers support in planning for life after release, including supervised release requirements and re-entry into society, and doesn't make false promises, but provide a realistic view of the situation and what can be done to mitigate it. While they are not lawyers, they often work in conjunction with legal teams to make sure that all aspects of the defendant's situation are being considered and offer more personalized and continuous support compared to a legal team, especially during the post-trial and imprisonment stages. In essence, they can provide comprehensive support tailored to the unique needs and challenges faced by someone charged with a federal crime, and help them navigate through both the legal and prison systems. It's a specialized service that can add an extra layer of support and guidance that complements the legal defense, but doesn't replace the need for competent legal representation. For more information, contact the director and founder of Wall Street Prison Consultants, Larry Levine, at 213-948-1069, or by email at help@wallstreetprisonconsultants.com. Or visit us on the web at wallstreetprisonconsultants.com.